There's facts in that.
The
I
thing
believe that
is that
wholeheartedly.
I'll pull up just like that though. Fuck.
Exactly.
I would have pulled up just like that. I'm like, man, who are you? Nigga, I'm the relaxed ass nigga that's on some strange shit, nigga. Call me
Oh,
relaxed,
that
Doctor
whole
Strange.
outfit is going viral in the motherfucker.
First it was Vishon. Now it's gonna be Dion Strange.
You a funny
Ah,
nigga.
no, wait. So
That's funny.
also another random piece of news. I know you niggas won't give a shit at all, but so I didn't know this. Halo, they made a Halo Infinite Edition fucking Xbox.
Yeah, I saw that.
Motherfuckers already gone because scalpers is
The
still a
bots.
thing, unfortunately.
Yeah, the bots. They got a hold of them motherfuckers. It looked to fire. I'm not gonna lie. That's the one thing about Xbox. You niggas ain't got shit to play, but y'all do be making some really good looking type shit though. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Hey, watch who you directing that. Who you niggas at, bro? Shit.
I'm talking about you internet niggas. Snitch, what's up? I'm talking about internet niggas. They swept down. They got something to play on that motherfucking Xbox. It ain't shit to play. But I mean,
Untrue. I mean, so long as they got Game Pass,
Yeah,
you can't say they actually taking. Can't say effectively that they taking L's on the regular, bro.
I think
That's
last
true.
time I heard the Xbox is actually catching up to the PS5 in sales right now.
nah, I doubt that. Only reason that would be happening is because the scalpers are selling them bitches too high.
Yeah. They right now the one I'm talking about. One dude is selling it for 2,500 on fucking
No,
eBay.
fuck no,
You
nigga.
talking about PS5 or Xbox?
Xbox, the Halo Infinite Edition.
He's selling it for that much?
Well, he had it marked up for like I think 1,000, but he let it's open bid system, so niggas tripping, trying to
hell
outbid
no.
each other. I'm like, it's just stupid.
It's a nice Xbox, but it ain't worth that fucking much money now.
Nah, it ain't, man.
That's
I want
bullshit.
it though. I want that bitch bad though, but I'm like, yeah, fuck that.
Nah, that shit ain't that good.
Yeah, FOMO is a bitch.
And
FOMO
this
is
nigga
FOMO is
shows
real.
up late.
Who is
as
that,
usual.
Malcolm?
Shit.
Yes.
Oh, what's up, niggas?
Yeah.
What's up, nigga?
Motherfuckers.
What's up is Hades right now. Yo, this game is actually pretty good. I like it right now.
I heard it was good. I thought about buying it. I heard it was good though.
No,
You got
just
Game
get it
Pass,
on-
don't you?
get it
Nah,
on
I ain't
Game
got that
Pass.
shit. I ain't got Game Pass.
Oh,
I do have a whole year free, I think, or something like that, because my laptop. But yeah,
Use this shit then, nigga.
I'm not in no rush.
Yo, fucking Psychonauts just came out earlier this week.
You sure did.
that's very
I'm
true.
gonna pre-download it later.
That's very true. It did. It's a new game on it's on a new game on fucking PlayStation. I can't think of the fucking name of it though. I just downloaded the shit though, and it's like free to play. It just came out, and it's like an open world RPG type game too.
Huh.
I can't think of the fucking name of it though, and it's free. Because it's part of the monthly shit for you dig for PlayStation.
Mm.
I just can't think of the fucking name of it for shit right now.
All right. So let's get into. Well, I ain't got anything else. Any other sort of weird news to come up. So let's get into the main topic tonight. For people watching this or listen to this later on the podcast, I have a second YouTube channel called Echo Force, a collab channel I do with like a couple other friends, of mine. So recent episode that we did try to discuss like what is and isn't anime, with a lot of Western animations, kind of taking on like a lot of anime aesthetics and whether or not you can call those certain titles anime and shit. Now the thing is, the niggas on Echo 4, all of them are like artists, like from college. Like we all went to the same college. And so them niggas either animators or they're like artists. So they have a very specific view when it comes to like what is an anime. So I kind of wanted to ask niggas and get a second opinion.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask y'all. I'm gonna give y'all the same titles, the same 5 titles I asked them, whether or not it's anime or not, and I want y'all to argue it out whether or not it is anime.
Now, nigga tree at work.
Sounds good
Yeah,
to me.
nigga tree.
Let's hit. I'm with the nigga shit.
Damn.
All right.
I love
so,
some niggatry. I love niggatry actually.
Yeah, I know you
We
do.
know you do.
Air Force Energy, nigga.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite science.
Oh, Hunter's Arena. That's the name of it. White Dice just told me what it was in the chat. It's called Hunter's Arena. The shit look dope. I downloaded it as soon as I saw it. The shit looks dope as shit. Not gonna lie.
What's it on?
It's on PlayStation, but it's free. It's on the PS store. What it is.
All right, I'm trying to get y'all niggas. I'm trying to get y'all niggas to argue.
All right, go ahead. Golly.
Yeah.
Goddamn devil.
Goddamn, y'all being friendly as shit. I want y'all to kill each other.
Thanks, White Dice, for the donation. Thank you. All right, go ahead.
So, like I said, five titles. I asked the rest of the people on Echo 4. I want y'all to argue it out on whether or not it is anime or is it cartoon, essentially.
Let's go.
Okay. First title. Avatar: The Last Airbender and Korra. Those are like I'm roping those into the same
Nigga,
the
you
same
ain't shit.
You hell for
ain't
that one.
shit, nigga.
Okay, is it
is.
anime? Would you consider that anime or would you consider that cartoon?
It's a cartoon.
Cartoon.
It's a cartoon.
Cartoon.
It's a cartoon. It's a really nice. It's a really nice cartoon. It's very shiny. It's very polishy, but it's still a fucking cartoon.
Asian influence cartoon.
Yeah.
Yes, it's definitely heavily Asian influence. But it is a cartoon. But damn,
It's a very nice, shiny,
Nah,
polished
nigga,
cartoon,
nah,
but it's a
fuck that.
cartoon.
It's anime, bro. It's earned its stripes, bro.
No, it's not.
Bro,
Sorry.
it ain't an anime, G.
Nah.
What
Bro,
you
it's
mean?
earned its stripes, bro. I want to hear this shit.
We said it looked nice, nigga, but it's not an anime.
Hey. All right, CJ, argue your point.
It's not an anime. It's really nice. It's really shiny. It's really polished and all this other shit, but it's not a fucking anime. Like, the animation is very fucking clean. It's very clean. Don't get me wrong.
He said
But
Avatar.
it's not.
So-
It's like a knockoff. It's knockoff. It's a knockoff anime. It's Japanese. It's a knockoff anime. I'm sorry. And I don't say that in a bad way because I'm a nigga that buy reps. I don't buy the real shoes. I buy reps. So I mean, I'm just saying, as a nigga that buys reps, my nigga, I'm just saying that it's bootleg isn't that bad. I'm just saying.
Here, bro.
I'm not taking it the wrong way.
What would it take for it to be classified as an anime in your eyes?
A Japanese studio.
Being from an anime studio.
Yeah. That's about
Is
it.
that all it needs? It just needs to be from an anime studio.
An anime studio or a Japanese studio.
Let me
That's
play
it.
devil's
That's it.
advocate though, because a lot of American cartoons and shit get done by fucking Japanese anime studios.
That's very true. But
So-
did Avatar and Korra did they get done?
Yeah.
That shit. I think that
Yeah.
shit from a Korean
Yeah.
studio.
Yeah,
No, Korra was Korean. Avatar was
Korra
on Studio Ghibli. That's Japanese.
Yeah.
Wait, which one was studio?
Wait, what?
Ghibli?
Avatar, Last Airbender.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Last Airbender was Studio Ghibli.
Avatar: The Last Airbender was done by Studio
Well,
Ghibli.
Part of the animation shits was outsourced to Studio
Outsourced
Ghibli.
by Studio.
I gotta see what episodes that was, nigga.
Yeah, I need to see which episode.
I gotta see what episodes. If it's not, I don't think. I don't know. Like, probably those. See, that's like that Star Wars. That's like the Mandalorian.
Which ones?
That's low key like the Mandalorian. Like, nigga, like, say we get a fucking Taika Waititi, whatever the fuck that nigga name is, to do like one episode of Star Wars. That doesn't really mean the nigga made the whole Star Wars Mandalorian type shit. That's all I'm saying. They made a couple good episodes or whatever they did for the animation, but that still doesn't make it like theirs or like doesn't make it like anime.
I don't think that matters. I don't think that matters if you can't visually tell which is which.
Is which, yeah. But technically, that was the whole argument that it wasn't done by an anime studio, but it technically was. So,
All right, hold up.
Depends.
All right. Fox, because you're the only one that's actually dissenting. How you feel?
How I feel? No, bro. It's earned its stripes, bro.
All right, why?
Right.
You mean why? I'm like, it's like I like at first, like when I first saw, I'm like, yeah, this is a cartoon, but like the fact how far, like even to this day, I don't even remember when it came out. I don't even remember how old I was when Avatar like came out as a, whatever. But I'm like, this shit transcends normal cartoons because when I think of cartoons, I automatically think of like Dexter's Laboratory, Johnny Bravo, like Samurai Jack, and like South Park and shit. I can't put Avatar in that same category.
You said same category as what? Oh, you talking about like Invader Zim and all that other shit? Like
Yeah.
that?
cause them fight scenes with Aang and some of them is nice. You ain't getting that out of a regular
It
cartoon.
was clean, especially them for Korra too. For
Yeah, cause like some of them scenes, it's like nigga, they.
So them might be the parts that's
open.
part of the Japanese studio though. So what about the rest of the animation for the whole rest of the fucking series, nigga? We talking about 100+ episodes. And y'all niggas pointing out like two episodes, like 2-3 episodes probably, figuratively, like just not actually 2-3 episodes, but still though.
But nigga,
Hey,
if you
alright.
hard carry the team and you still get the victory, you still got the victory, my nigga.
All right,
But you
Mal,
sat on the
Mal,
bench
how
the
you-
whole game, nigga, and got a
I think
ring.
I'm gonna
Mal,
go with
wait. All right, Mal, how do you feel? Because you seem like you the only one that's on the fence. I'm gonna need you to pick a
No,
hill to
I'm
die
picking
on,
the
bro.
side. I'm picking the side now. Like, yeah, I feel that I'm with Fox on this one. That yeah, it's earned. Both series has earned the right to be dubbed as an anime because if fucking story wise, art style wise, every fucking thing is clean. Um, like anime in general, like what separates that from like cartoons and shit, anime make you feel shit, bro. Like if fucking cartoons, it just like you got one feeling and that's just it's just either hilarious or some shit like
Yeah, it's
that.
usually like some slapstick comedy or some shit.
Right. And, like for the most part, like majority of fucking like cartoons that you can think of, like from Powerpuff Girls to whatever else you can fucking think of, like they have this generic kind of like cookie cutter for like the the state like American state wise thing that all cartoons fucking have, and and it's not as deep as fucking like as a fucking anime is. So like for cartoons and shit, because they don't because like cartoons they don't think that kids can perceive shit or understand shit. You know, granted they had like in the 90s and shit they had like they little lessons or some shit, or they had like their little GI Joe moment and shit where they'd be like, this is a lesson of the day, and Captain Planet talking about don't litter and all this other shit. Like, yeah,
First of all, the 80s and early 90s.
That's a
Yo,
whole that shit doesn't count, nigga.
Captain Planet, because
you know,
knowing is half the battle.
Yeah, that shit don't count, nigga. Niggas was
saying,
repping
though,
Dare back then, nigga, and Smokey got smoked, nigga. Fuck out of here. That shit doesn't count, nigga.
Not Smokey got smoked,
But-
bro.
all I'm saying is like as far as like as a compelling like making you think kind of ordeal, I would definitely class it. I would definitely class both of those as like anime now that I think about it, because like fucking Korra and fucking like Last Avatar, like they both were dealing with different shit. Like Korra was dealing with depression and other shit, like real shit that you can kind of like hit hard on. So like, and then Aang was dealing with like death, and it's like a whole bunch of different different shit that was in there that like subtext wise that you can like literally break down and kind of relate to, because like some cartoons are relatable but not on the head like that. More majority of cartoons are mostly comedy based, man.
Okay. Bryce, we ain't hear shit from you.
Yeah, nah, it's not anime to me. I hear what you're saying, Mal, but there's been some adult animations that we've made in America that's been pretty. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Y'all remember Heavy Metal?
Yeah, that's true.
First of all,
World.
all right. First of all, like you bringing up Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I mean, that's live action.
Live action.
I don't give a fuck how
It's
you. I
live
don't give a. I don't give a
action.
fuck how you flip that shit. Like that.
Okay. All right.
You, I mean, you can use it as like a offshoot example though, but that's not.
All right, so we can use Invincible then. Use Invincible.
Invincible. Yeah, Invincible.
Yeah, you can use Invincible.
Yeah.
Second off, Avatar. Most of the animation was done by a South Korean studio. That don't count. Not a Japanese studio. It's not anime. It's not.
But once again, it looks very good.
Good.
Don't get us wrong, but it's not an anime.
Anime.
Okay.
I mean, there's probably a Japanese dub now, but like, it ain't started off as a Japanese dub. That shit was made for us. It came
That's
to
true.
us.
That's very true.
All right, so this shit is very split. That's way the fuck different.
Half
I'm
and
glad
half.
I'm glad I did this shit. This shit way the fuck different than Echo 4. Shit. So half of y'all say it's anime, the other half says it's cartoon. That's
It's a
interesting.
goddamn cartoon.
So,
All right. All right, so I guess
That
all right, the one
protagonist
thing
did
I-
not
the one
win
thing-
by friendship.
All right, the
You
one
said
thing I
what?
didn't. Hey,
I'm talking
shut
shit.
up.
I'm talking shit.
The one thing, the one thing I never did on that video with Echo 4 when I was asking them the same shit is I never gave my opinion because I was just moderating. So I'm gonna make some decisions. I think since it's so split, I think Avatar and Korra. I think that shit is cartoon, bro.
Thank you.
I think it's cartoon in this case, bro. Don't get me wrong. It got heavy Asian influences though, but I feel like it's not quite there. It
So
checks
what
most of the it checks a lot of the boxes. It's just that like
I'm gonna ask you the same thing I asked CJ. So what would it take for it to be qualified as? He said the studio. So what's your answer? For it to be dubbed the anime, because we already got the thing of studio knocked out. So
well, damn. Like I said, it checks a lot of boxes. It's only reason why I'm sitting more into the cartoon aspect of it though is just like how it's like describing a feeling. It just doesn't invoke the same idea. It doesn't evoke the same feeling of me watching an anime versus me watching a cartoon. I mean, because even though that, I mean, technically it's a kids show, and clearly that's not really the demographic. That's not the demographic that gravitated towards that series. But it's just like, man, I get a different feeling from watching anime on any level rather than just watching this particularly, because it feels so much like a kid show that I just can't flat out call it an anime, even though there's plenty of kid shows though. But I mean, it's like comparing this to a shonen anime. Like the shonen has a different feel to it than this almost.
all right. So what would you compare it to? Would you compare it to like a Dragon Ball? Not Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball, like early Dragon Ball.
Hell no.
No.
Even
Only reason why I'm saying
even
that. Let me explain real quick. Only reason why I'm saying that is because you were saying like the audience like base kid base, and Dragon Ball was supposedly kid base. So
no, Dragon Ball did a lot of shit that was not kid friendly. That's the difference.
so did a lot of other cartoons. We had fucking Ren and Stimpy
Avatar
and shit.
didn't though.
No, Avatar didn't. Avatar was like really kid. Look, I'm just telling you how I feel, bro. It just I get a different feeling from watching Shonen than I'm watching Avatar. I'm not saying that it's completely night and day though, but it's stepping into some shades of gray that's really hard to discern whether or not it's cartoon or anime. I'm just leaning more towards cartoon because that's more so it gives off more of that vibe for me than an actual anime. If anything, Korra feels more anime than cartoon in my opinion, though. But we roping both of these series into one thing, which is why I just said cartoon.
They asses together.
Yeah, because I was gonna say Korra was definitely dark.
Oh yeah,
No, Korra was dark.
tell me,
Korra was
yo,
definitely dark.
Korra went into some fucking pitfall. All right, but we can't stay too long on this shit because I still got 4 more titles I need to ask y'all niggas. So. Second title, it kind of was already mentioned. Samurai Jack. Was that cartoon or is that anime?
Cartoon.
That's cartoon.
That's
cartoon.
I need reasons why.
That's cartoon because like if you compare it to any other I guess like samurai-esque type of like anime like Samurai 7 or Samurai Shampoo, Like it's just a different feeling. Um, like you were saying earlier, especially like story driven and stuff. Because like with cartoons, they don't know where the fuck they want to go with, far as like story and shit. So they just their job is just to entertain kids and shit. Because like if you compare like the seasons that Samurai Jack had in the beginning to the last couple of seasons, that last season that they had,
Yeah, because niggas died in that last season. Don't get
yeah,
it twisted.
it's a totally different thing. So like if Samurai Jack was based off like that like if they was doing shit from that last season like that, I would dub it an anime, but it's totally cartoon because like they were just filling in the gaps with just doing anything at that time. It didn't have a like a I guess a linear path on what they were trying to do story wise with it, other
Right,
than
'cause-
just the basic story that we all knew from it. But I mean, like every fucking episode was like not.
No, I feel you. I mean, it was an overarching premise though, but every episode was like a sort of baddie of the week sort of deal.
Yeah, it was because
And-
every time
yeah.
we had a new episode, we had new characters and shit like the bagpipe nigga, shit like that. All
Yeah,
that
but the
type of shit.
bagpipe nigga made a few.
Yeah, he came back and everything like that.
He
He
came
had
back a few
cameos and shit.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them that they had from previous.
On the side note, that nigga was knocking the bottom of whoever the fuck, cause that nigga had like 30 daughters.
Had
At
an
the end.
army
Yeah.
of daughters.
Hey
Talking
man,
about a fool.
nah, not that cool. The
Oh, you
Nigga-
talking about the oh yeah,
No, I'm
yeah.
talking
He
about
did have, the bagpipe dude.
I'm talking about the Scotsman. That
Yeah,
nigga had a whole brood of like
yeah, that nigga had a
red-headed healthy bitches. Just
nigga had a nice little battalion on him.
Yeah, because they came back in the season and shit because they actually fought and shit in the little war and shit or whatever they had that final season.
But yeah, Samurai Jack is definitely a cartoon though. I call it a cartoon.
Alright, anybody got anyone want to speak up? Why do you think that shit is cartoon or anime? Why not?
Yeah, man, I think it's cartoon. Watching Samurai Jack versus watching something like Samurai Champloo, like it's feel of it. Like it's like watching The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise and then watching Yojimbo. Like there's a difference, and you can tell just by the context, by the scenes, by the mannerisms, by just everything. It's good, but it's-
Why did you remind me of that caucasity, bro? Let's see.
bro. I mentioned Yojimbo. I mentioned Yojimbo.
No, Yo Jimbo's different. Yo Jimbo's fine. It's like, bro, like, damn. The Last Samurai with time the caucasity of that fucking film.
Exactly.
All right.
But I hit the point home. That did though.
You did.
Hit the point home.
You did.
Yeah.
I think you did.
But at the
Get your
same time,
credit, right?
anyway. All right, fine. So, all right. I mean, just to play devil's advocate. Yasuke is unfortunately an anime,
That was
and
cool.
yeah, but like it has a samurai playing into a role where there's like sci-fi shit happening around. Like, how's that different than
I would classify that bitch as a cartoon.
what?
Like
After the
Yasuke?
shit they pulled for it,
All
I
right,
would
well,
classify
hey,
it as a
no,
cartoon
because
it was
it's not
fucking everywhere.
unfortunately, it's not a cartoon because
I know.
Mappa made it.
I
But
know.
but the point I'm trying to make is that they basically threw like this whole old world samurai aesthetic and put it into a situation that was far more futuristic to a certain degree. So are you saying that Yasuke is more anime than Samurai Jack, or is Samurai Jack more cartoon, more cartoon than Yasuke? How would you rate that?
Samurai
think it's-
Jack
I don't
is
think
definitely.
it's fair to compare the two because it's like, oh, like yes, it's a shitty anime, but it doesn't change the fact that it is an anime.
I'm not talking about the quality of the anime. I'm talking about the content and what makes itself an anime, whether or not.
No,
Nah,
it's still an
that
anime.
doesn't-
It's still an anime because just based off the studio Mappa, and of course we said Avatar: The Last Airbender got a couple episodes made by Studio Ghibli or whatever the case is. But that's only a few episodes. Like this shit got made directly with Mappa, whatever the case is. They did everything. So they didn't branch out to an American I'm pretty sure they didn't branch out to an American animation studio to do that shit. So I don't know. I think it's cartoon. I think it's anime, but
I think they both kind of same. They both kind of fit the same. They're both like, yeah, Yasuke is an anime, and the people that wrote it probably do fuck with anime. Then got a Japanese animation studio to do it, but like that's how it feels like you're watching it. That's why it's not fucking good to me. Like it feels like somebody like but everything I've ever seen in the anime, I'm gonna put in that shit. It's like that other anime that came out with the dude that like dies and comes back and you get a number on his shit.
are you talking about Cannon Blasters or
Anime.
Cannon Busters or some shit like that?
That wasn't made by an animation. Like I don't know.
That was made by
That wasn't
Mappa.
made-
That was Mappa.
You're talking about Plunder.
That was
And
Mappa.
He's talking about Cannon Busters. That shit.
Yeah,
He's talking about
but that was made by Mappa, I thought.
No, I don't think that shit was made by Mappa.
I think it was. It was made by
No,
somebody.
it was directed by the same nigga, but it wasn't made. I don't think it was made by Mappa.
You can check this out, nigga. That's what we got Googles
Check
for.
it.
what Google's for.
That's what we got Googles.
Anyway, all right. So whether or not you do that, fine. All right. So everybody saying that shit. Everybody's saying that Samurai Jack is cartoon. I'm inclined to agree.
Yes,
All right,
cartoon.
it's cartoon. All right. So next up, Teen Titans, the original Teen Titans.
Cartoon.
Cartoon.
Yeah, it's a cartoon.
It's a cartoon. Very nice, polished, clean, all the other shit, but it's still a cartoon.
I ain't heard shit from this nigga Fox in a minute. What's good?
He probably not paying no attention. He ain't shit.
Probably be nothing neat.
This nigga here. All right. So why?
I mean, ask Teen Titans Go why it's a fucking cartoon. I mean, shit.
If anything, Teen Titan Go is more cartoon than fucking Teen Titans. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah, of course, but I think it's still a cartoon because it doesn't like it has maybe some anime elements, maybe, but it doesn't have none that you could just like that I think that you could probably just like pinpoint and shit like that.
And the source material is a comic book, so and like that's a whole like I guess the whole Westerner feel is totally different from like Asian studio as far as like the element wise. Like granted, Teen Titans had like hella plot development and hella shit going on, and it was really good.
It did,
but it's not.
it's not, nigga.
Yeah, it's not. It's not
not.
an anime.
Cartoon.
Okay. All right. It seems like niggas don't want to argue that point. All right, I'm kind of agree. It's more cartoon than anything else. All right.
It goes for Young Justice too.
we ain't talking about Young Justice. So all right. So these last two probably gonna be probably harder to gonna cause more discussion than anything else.
Oh shit.
All right. So next one. Ruby. From Rooster Teeth.
Oh,
I don't know what the fuck that is.
I ain't never watched that either.
I watched some of it.
Is that the one that's like RXBY or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never watched that shit. I know what you're talking about, though, but I ain't never watched it.
Is it anime or not? All right, so
What's the premise
if
of it?
y'all
Like,
don't
what
know-
is it? Yeah.
All right, so if y'all don't know, basically it's from the same dude who made like that Dead Fantasy series
Yeah.
the Final Fantasy and the DOA characters duking it out and 3D animation shit. Cause I remember we watched that shit like a long time ago back at
Yep,
college.
shit.
Yeah, so it's from the same dude, And if you look at a couple of those trailers and shit, just a couple of clips, you know why it's on this list. So, is
Yeah,
that cartoon or is it anime?
I guess I'll dub it as a cartoon.
I don't
Wow.
know.
It don't it like it don't give the same feeling. It don't give the same feeling as like anime and stuff, man. Like uh man, I'm trying to think of something that's just like this shit. I don't know why the fuck I'm going blank. But, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't classify it as that because like it's more um style wise and stuff like uh it's more presented as like a I guess as a westerner thing like a cartoon base.
Is
Like,
it though? Because like it has a lot of convoluted concepts and like its lore and shit that's very shonen esque.
yeah, it does. It does, but at the same at the same time too, like
Everybody has a power up mode, and it's different from everybody. And there's like some mysterious fucking substance that enables them that boosts their abilities and shit. And nigga, it has shonen energy, my nigga. Like
I mean, hey, Power Rangers too, but
The best anime ever.
so I'm like, hey, it just like I don't know, it just don't I don't know, it just don't feel like the feeling of it or uh the way it's kind of presented doesn't give you that like anime-esque like feel. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I guess because I'm the only one that like seen a couple of shits from it, so everybody else can give their opinion about it. But
I don't know shit about the show, so I can't even chime in on this shit.
Right.
I've only seen like the logo or some shit. I never even bothered to pay attention and try to watch that shit.
Bryce.
I haven't seen it either. What I will say though, I feel like oh what's the cliches you normally see in like some anime is shit or like just like something that comes from Japan. If you watch enough shit, you kind of notice the same type of stereotypes, the same type of like scenes or like plot progression. So in that sense, if you watching that and you don't get the sense that it's an anime, then you have the answer to your question right there.
Very true.
That's just me personally.
that is true.
That is
Very
true.
much true.
It's very true. I agree.
All right. Last title. We'll move this shit along. Last title. Castlevania. Is it cartoon or is it anime?
Cartoon, but very nice.
killing
Very
me,
nice
bro.
animation. It's a cartoon, but it's very nice animation.
Cartoon.
I'm gonna need some fucking. I'm gonna need some fucking explanations on this one, bro.
Because it's a Netflix
Oh,
original.
and wait, just for the record, I don't know. I'm counting Ruby as well. For me personally, it's more anime than cartoon. That's just my opinion. But anyway, no. But this Castlevania shit. Yeah. Cartoon or anime?
Cartoon.
I'm saying cartoon.
Cartoon.
Very nice cartoon. It's a very nice
Don't
cartoon.
even-
All right, Bryce. I'm gonna need answers because you said the shit first. You said that shit with certainty, so you gonna have to explain that one. Explain it, nigga. I heard you. Shit.
It don't feel like an anime. It doesn't have the same type of elements of an anime. Yes,
What
the
elements
action-
though? What
Elements.
elements?
when I say elements, I mean like cliches, bro. We don't get no motherfucker having like a fight and then like all of a sudden it's like, oh well, this is my trap card type of shit, or
Well,
like some
nigga,
shit about to happen.
Well,
Some
that
shit about
doesn't. Well, cliches don't make any sort of a cliche. Doesn't make any sort of genre. A cliche is just an overdone trope. Like you can have good
Yeah,
anime that breaks away from cliches, and it's still an anime.
Right.
I don't think that's a valid reason.
I would argue though that any type of show or series based in wherever it's coming from, may not subject itself to those cliches, but you can at least get the feel of the origin of which the like where it came from. It doesn't
What
feel
kind of what cliche though? Because we got a main character. We got main characters. One of them is like a magician who falls in love with the main protagonist. The main protagonist is the last of his bloodline, and then
Yep.
we have another protagonist who's conflicted by his own nature, who's half vampire, half human, and he's conflicted by that nature, and that plays out throughout the series. How is that any different from what you might see in an anime? Because there's a few I can name that plays into that whole same fucking tropes.
anime I can think of that I can compare to this, at least let's top not topic wise, but just genre wise, would be either Berserk. Berserk's the closest, or Gantz. And thinking about both of them shows and how dark they get, I can say that even comparing it to Berserk, it's totally different. Just
No,
the
you
way
can no, you comparing tone. That's
Yeah.
we're talking content.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but you can
anything
get
can be anything can be on those two things that you mentioned level of like. Of course, if it was the same fucking rating as that,
Yeah, Korra gets dark. We already said that Korra can get dark as fuck, but damn, they ain't in the same ballpark, my G.
don't I don't mean the fact that it's dark. I mean like subtle differences in which characters operate, in which they interact, and yeah, that comes down to like how the characters are. But
Bro, the
like,
main characters literally don't like each other from the jump.
yeah,
Then they become homies. You wanna tell me
shit.
how many anime you have to remind you how many anime do that same exact shit?
Every shonen ever.
every single shonen you ever watched do that bullshit. From
but it's
Dragon Ball Z to
the
One
way-
Piece, my nigga.
the way it's just context in even the way they speak. It's context and it just doesn't feel like that. It feels very different. It doesn't feel like the same way I just don't get that same feeling in watching Castlevania that I could or would in anime. The way they talk, the way they interact, just the way the story breaks down. It does not feel like an anime at all. At all.
Despite the fact that the series itself is Japanese in origin.
Thought it was done by Powerhouse. Powerhouse Anime.
But Castlevania is a Japanese property. It's just animated by.
The story.
You
done.
understand what I'm saying, right? I'm trying to argue, like, yo, is it what determines an anime? Is it content? Is it origin? Is it what? You saying like it doesn't give me the same feeling, but it's like, well, what feeling we talking about? Like, I don't get me wrong, I get that it's hard to like to enunciate that shit because I had the same problem earlier, but it's kind of like, well, what determines an anime? Like if it's by feeling, then like clearly feeling is gonna be different for everybody. And I'm trying to get you to quantify that in a tangible form to argue this shit.
I think it comes down to animation. I think it comes down to who wrote it. I think it comes down to just the feeling definitely has its toll in it, its point in it. Like I'm looking at it was written by Warren Ellis. Warren Ellis is a British comic book writer.
Yeah, but Yasuke was written by an American, but it's still anime.
But it's still
Yes,
anime.
but that was an American, but we talked about that. It was an American. It was the Japanese, but it felt like somebody just took a bunch of Japanese tropes and just put it in a fucking pot, boiled that bitch, put it together, and then gave it to you. And everybody like, what the fuck?
I
Is
got
this?
a movie for you, not a show. So would you consider?
Oh no, we still trying to. Well, you haven't even given your opinion
Because
on
this goes in with it. This goes in with it.
Okay.
So is Batman Ninja a cartoon or an anime?
Shit, I just lost a game of Uno for like the third time. It's fucking AI. Anyway, my bad. Go ahead.
Would you consider Batman Ninja a cartoon or anime?
I was just
Never
thinking.
seen
Nigga.
I never saw. I wouldn't. I consider it a hot mess, but
It is.
I wouldn't. I never saw Batman Ninja because I did not like the look of that shit.
Okay. Well, I can't ask you that then because that would
Batman
tie
Ninja
in
is-
right along with Castlevania.
You would put that along Castlevania?
I'm saying Castlevania is a fucking cartoon, and so was Batman vs Ninja. Batman Ninja, whatever the case was, whatever shit was called. It's a cartoon just because it has elements
Yo,
of.
from the little I've seen, shit, I say Castlevania more anime than that shit.
Yeah.
But they're both still a cartoon though. Like it's just because it has anime elements doesn't make it a fucking anime.
Exactly. Because I mean,
Well, what are anime elements? Because like we still haven't really defined what that means. Like Bryce says, it's cliches, and we already said that. Well, anybody can break away from cliches and still be what it is. And so, is it tropes? Is it content? Is it point of origin? Like, what is it? Because it seemed like there's no clear definition on what is and isn't anime.
like that's the thing about storytelling. Like we all have digested, we have digested American stories, Black stories, and Japanese stories, right? I feel like you can tell if you've watched enough shit, and you can kind of read how the story's going, and you can read how characters interact. You can read what the fuck happens in it. You can definitely say to yourself, like I said, you can definitely say to yourself, okay, this is American. Oh yeah, this I don't know what the fuck this is. This is supposed to be an anime. It don't feel like it.
Not necessarily, because there's plenty of fucking Marvel anime, and honestly you couldn't even tell if they were like made in Japan unless someone told your ass. It looked like
Blade
anime,
feel like
but
an anime,
it don't feel like an anime, but it's still an anime though. That's the thing.
And which cartoon is that, or which movie is that?
We talking about what is it? Just name any one of them. X-Men, Wolverine, Blade.
Yeah. They got
They got a few Marvel anime shit.
y'all remember when they did the Punisher Black Widow movie? It didn't feel like an anime to y'all. That felt like straight up anime. Like there was
I haven't seen it. I didn't know there was a Punisher Black Widow movie.
Okay, so what about the X-Men series that was on Spike TV? Would that be considered a cartoon or anime?
What anime? No, that was probably anime too.
Nigga, you sound like a fucking robot right now. I don't know what you got going on.
Yeah, did you meant to make
No, because they played that. No, they played those Marvel anime on a few different networks.
No, nigga,
Well,
we're telling you
it's not
that your
my
voice
voice.
sounds like shit right now.
you
Does it?
Yes.
static.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got static.
All right, hold on. Give me a second.
But yeah, that was the X-Men series that showed on Spike. I think that's more anime than anything y'all niggas really even talking about.
Wait. How do
Nah, you still sound
how
like
do I
shit.
now?
Like shit.
God damn it! All right. Ah, fuck.
Connect your mic and disconnect it or something, nigga.
Oh, CJ, the way.
Yo,
That's 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you. You still sound like shit though.
Yeah.
Still static, bro.
That's weird, bro. That's why I thought maybe you did that shit on purpose. The little soundboard or something.
Nah.
You know,
Can y'all hear me though? Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you, but it's not good quality, nigga. That shit is bad.
Yeah, you sounding like Optimus Prime,
The bootleg version.
Yeah,
the bootleg version.
How funny as hell.
Hey, CJ.
All right,
Oh, there you go.
Whatever the fuck you did, fixed it.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, fine. All right, so, what was I saying? Fuck, I completely forgot what I was about to say. Damn. Fuck. So yeah, what was y'all going on about now?
Well, Bryce is finna ask me something. I don't know if he was finna ask me though.
Go figure.
Say you forgot.
All right. Well, okay. So fine. Fuck it. Definitive answer. What does everybody say? What Castlevania is?
Cartoon. Very nice,
Yeah.
polished, clean
Classify
cartoon.
it as anime.
What you say, Mal?
I said I'll classify it as anime.
And Bryce,
Cartoon.
So what makes
Okay.
it? What makes the anime though? In your eyes, I guess.
In my eyes, I don't know. Like I get the same story wise and stuff, and like from the tale of it. Well, I and then I also know that like the Castlevania itself was a fucking video game too. So, but I would say story wise and shit, like it's kind of fitting the bill. As far as like anime esque for me. But I do hear y'all on the whole like cartoon aspect. But I would say for far as like story and like story, art style, and um, some of those fight scenes, I would definitely dub it as an anime.
See, y'all niggas keep bringing up fucking fight scenes. See, that's why I keep asking y'all
Just-
niggas. Like, if
I'm
it's literally out of like one scene out of a whole fucking series, like, why does that consider y'all to be anime?
nigga, it's not one scene
No,
out of
it's
the whole
not one
series.
I'm speaking
Take
hypothetically,
years.
motherfucker. I'm just saying, like, y'all niggas keep bringing up just like the point with Avatar: The Last Airbender. Y'all said that Ghibli did a couple episodes, but the rest is fucking American fucking
No, we didn't
what you call
say
it?
couple episodes. We said that work was outsourced to Ghibli. I mean, they didn't work on whole episodes. They work on shit throughout the entire
whole-
But it's
the
only
whole
certain
thing.
shit though.
They work on segments of it, and like they work on different segments across like multiple.
Nigga, that's like
across
us
all
having a
episodes.
fucking. That's like us having a group project, my nigga. And Malcolm does all the work, but then
Well, yeah,
we all get the credit
problem-
though.
But what we trying to establish is like what makes anime anime. Is it where the shit is made, or is it the content, or because thus far we really haven't defined that,
I don't know.
or it can't be defined. Maybe anime just doesn't mean what everyone think it means.
You know what I think it come down to? I think it come down to the writer,
No.
the animation.
All right,
Writer, animation.
I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm gonna tell you a little story why this whole argument is a bullshit argument. So I watched this podcast. I said this on the Echo Force shit. I watched this podcast called Trash Taste. So essentially, it's these group of YouTubers who live in Japan. One of them told a story about asking like their native Japanese friend what was their favorite anime. Do you know what that Japanese person said? He said Despicable. He said Despicable Me.
With me.
That's it, and that pretty much
Wow.
that pretty much sells home like why this is a bullshit argument. Because anime means animation. That's all it does. That's all it means. Like it's not a defined style. It's essentially just animation. Anything drawn or like keyed out to emulate motion
Is
on
when
a,
you
two, on a 2D or on a 2D plane or within a 3D space. That's it.
I
That's
think
all
what-
it is.
I think why people have the argument is because of the definition. Because when you look up the definition of
No,
anime, it's
Westerners
Yeah.
have the argument.
Yeah.
The
rest-
niggas in Asia don't fucking care. It's like, oh, it's all anime.
all anime because it's animated.
I mean,
It's like we hyped up anime. Like we watch a few good shonen and we hype up anime to be this thing, put this shit on a pedestal, and when some shit comes along that either looks similar or is just as animated, the minute we find out that the shit wasn't made in Japan, we like, oh no, nigga, that's cartoon. That shit doesn't matter. Like it's a dumb argument in my opinion. It's a really stupid argument because I don't think either way it matters. If you enjoy this, if the shit looks fire, it looks fire.
that's true
Because I'm
too.
gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you, I've seen cartoons with better storylines than I've seen in shit made in Japan, and I've seen better stories from anime made in Japan that's better than the shit that's made on this side of the world. They really ultimately it's like we hype this shit up to be some shit that it's not, that it really isn't, Joe. That's like Mal, you probably understand this more than anybody, Joe. When you got like those fraud martial artists who built this entire aesthetic in like their dojos, trying to be more like, it's just motherfuckers trying to be more Asian than the Asians.
Yeah, that shit
Yeah,
drives. Fuck.
yeah. I feel like that's what I feel like that like it's the same energy, Joe. Like just
As you mentioned it, yeah, it is the same energy, and that's I do agree with you. That is part of like the whole Western culture thing because we like to put fucking
I put
I
labels
guess
on shit.
labels on shit when everything is just like everywhere else is just considered one fucking thing.
Yeah,
Like
it's almost as if we have a society where we discriminate each other based on superficial ideologies on why people look like or who or where they come from or how much money they have. But that's a pipe dream because that really doesn't fucking exist.
Yeah, I was
So
just
why not
I was
apply
just
that
gonna
shit
ask
to
you.
other? Why not apply that shit to other things? Well, and make it matter more than than it doesn't.
and it does. Yeah. Yeah, cause cause you totally fucking yeah, you did hit the nail right on the coffin. Cause like now I'm thinking about it, yeah, it like, cause when that's the one thing like that people would argue about is like when it comes to like is the definition and shit, and when you look it up, like here it says Japanese animation. So when niggas hear the word anime, um, they think of just strictly Japanese animation. But then if you've taken Japanese or you're a native from Japan or whatever, and you translate Japanese words into like English, it's just animation for them. It's just animation for them. So like now that I think about it, it's just I think it's just like you said, like it's just this whole Western Western culture of just putting labels on shit, trying to put shit above like this whole argument kind of goes up there with the dub and sub argument too, because like that shit blows the fuck out of me too, and I still don't understand it to this day. 'Cause I literally watch both. I literally watch both, and the only
It's literally weebs trying to be more Asian than the Asians,
right,
and like oh go
and
ahead.
it makes no fucking sense because like you talking to a nigga that went to school for film and sound design and like being in the ADR like room doing like voiceover shit. The only reason why some shit is when it comes to like making dubs and shit is they have to change and match the mouth and shit. So yes, they have to add in extra words or take out extra words. So yes, certain meanings like change just a little bit. Like they can't make it look exactly the fucking same because like everything is already animated and drawn out. So they can't miss a beat with like the lips and shit. Like that's why everything is like dubbed a certain way because like they're trying to make it make sense or make it fit with how the context was how the context was for the original source, and that's one thing that drives me fucking crazy. They're like, oh, like the dub is just awful. It's like it's so corny. It's like it's your fucking native language, you stupid motherfucker. Like you didn't come out speaking Japanese, and then it'd be killing me because it'd be the motherfuckers that didn't even study Japanese that be like on the straight sub train, and it's like, bro, you ain't even study the language and you don't know like the what it takes to like to go in a fucking recording studio and fucking like fill in this shit uh for dub. Like people don't understand like the steps and shit for the shit and they just complain like, oh, dubs are horrible. Like nigga, it's literally the same shit. It's just phrased it's just phrased so everything can fucking fit for the fucking image. Cause like they can't fucking for English, they can't fucking reanimate everything just for fucking English. They take whatever the fuck they got and they literally make a scratch. They literally make a scratch take of what the fucking Japanese native person is saying in the fucking anime, and they fucking match it and get as close to about what they're saying. Like it's literally the same fucking shit.
On a side note, China's been banging out animations like crazy,
Yeah,
and like I guarantee you, like if I showed you some of the shit they've been making, and I never told you where it came from, you wouldn't you automatically think that this shit came from Japan. You just like, oh, this
yeah,
look like there's some good anime, this shit, and like it would fuck you up. There's some shit
yeah.
on Netflix right now. What's it called? The daily
Uh,
life, like it's daily life of like the Immortal King or some shit like that.
yeah,
Look like straight anime, but it came from China, and they just came out with a new Witcher animated movie,
yep,
Nightmare of the Wolf. It's a prequel. They just came out with that shit. It was made by fucking Studio Mir in South Korea. So yeah, so basically this was a roundabout way for me to just push the idea that what is and isn't anime is a bullshit argument created by Westerners for like some idiotic reason. I don't know why. Just like this shit doesn't matter. That's basically what this was, and the
yeah.
point I was trying to drive on back on Echo 4. So
That's so stupid.
yeah,
That's what that's where we at right now.
yeah. It's a dumbass argument, just like subs versus dubs. It's fucking
It's
stupid.
like stupid. It's the same fucking shit.
That's
Like
true.
it literally is. So like that yeah, like now that you like use like cause like before I've always noticed that, now I've always wondered about the whole like what makes anime, and I always wonder how like some Japanese people feel, because like I got some friends and shit from like that's living in Japan, and they say like, oh, majority of us don't even watch anime, and it's like, y'all got it's like y'all the ones that that hold it up so highly. Like it's only a couple of us that like watch it like that, or watch it like on a religious uh base, but like we're not like heavy invested like y'all are.
Yeah, it's like reality TV, nigga. We got that shit in spades, but
Right.
we ain't scarfing this shit down every chance. All of us ain't scarfing that shit down every chance we get. Shit, it's the same. It's the same mood, and plus, like they make animations like, and like 60% of the world's animations come from Japan. So it's kind of like it's just there.
Yeah.
It's like it's just a fact to them. It's just something that's always been there, and it's not this wondrous fucking import thing that gets revered, that gets put on this pedestal. Like that's not, they don't look at it the same way. It's just shit that's always existed, and so yeah, that's basically all I wanted to get into.
Okay.
I know me and Mal kind of took that shit over though. Y'all still there?
Yeah, we here. Y'all niggas just naming shows that I don't know about. So I ain't watched yet, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but
you
that
had
new
me
Witcher.
heated with
Oh, that.
I know. I was gonna say real quick, Will. You had me heated with the analogy you gave, my nigga, with the martial arts. Nigga, I
Yeah,
was feeling that shit in my soul. I was
yeah.
getting angry right here in the chair, because like it's the same fucking thing in the martial arts world too, with like with traditional martial arts and shit, and it fucking drives me insane, because like Westerners try to be more uh Asian than like than the Asian community, and it just fucking drives me fucking insane, because like nigga, I can't tell you how many seminars I went to, and my instructor, like our instructor, we went to fucking Japan, been there, hung out with like fucking masters and shit like that, and like they nowhere near what Western people perceive them to be. Like they cool as fuck, and like it, but being here in the States, everybody like think they like gods or some shit, and like they can't do no wrong, and they can't bleed and shit. But then like when you talk to them, they just the regular mofo. Like this.
Welcome to the anime community. 'Cause that same shit happens.
Yeah.
And like, cause trust me, I've ran into way too many weebs who be feeding into that same bullshit. So, yeah, yeah, just to say that there's a reason. Like, as much as I like anime conventions, I really don't like meeting new people at anime conventions. They got to be a friend of a friend to be real. I ain't because like there's a lot of weird niggas that play into that shit though. But you know, it is.
It
Each his
is.
own.
Yes.
I'll judge you. I'll judge you quietly, or unless you get out of pocket, then I'm gonna put you out on Front Street. Fuck you and yours. It's whatever. Uh, so yeah, that's really all I wanted to talk about. Anybody else got any lasting remarks or anything of the sort?
Power Rangers is the greatest anime ever.
You're a dick.
What is the truth?
You're a dick. All right, so I guess that's it. All right, so yeah, that's this episode of Whiskey Weeds and Waifus. If you're listening to this on the podcast, and make sure you give us 5 stars or whatever equivalent it is on whatever platform you're listening to it. Helps the algorithm out, puts our shit up there. But yeah, that's all the time I have for you. Oh, well, I like to thank the homies from the Cloud Temple Discord server from coming through, but that's all the time I have for you today. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, it's your boy, the Mad Prince, telling you all to stay classy.
Oh man, he didn't say all that in a bag of chips.
Yeah,
You motherfucker.
oh man.
What the fuck just happened here?
Oh, your stream went down.
Did they ask? They made these prices they damn self? What the fuck?
Well, I don't know if it went down, or I don't know where it went down on.
Yeah, it went down towards the end when you was like wrapping up before.
Okay.
When we was
Was,
like
was it on Twitch? Was it on YouTube or Twitch?
YouTube. Well, I was watching your YouTube when it was doing
I guess
it.
they made it.
Oh, okay. Cause you know what, my Streamlabs shit, it looked like the program had frozen, but I was still streaming, so I bothered not to touch it. So, and it just kind of blinked out when I tried to end the stream. So I don't know what the fuck that was. So
I just went to sleep.
yeah, so it's whatever. I don't know, bro. I really need to upgrade my computer to be.
Yeah. That was a good good discussion.
Yeah.
That's one for the books.
Yep.
God damn it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even thought it's crazy because like I never even thought that that they base like everything is just like animation like in general
Yeah.
when they for anime. And it's crazy because like here we
Oh, no?
solely
The hell?
we base it from Japan and shit. So that fucking like it didn't surprise me, but it's just like we don't realize how much deep shit we in here in the Western world. Like far as like the shit we do, we don't notice it until like we either go somewhere else or hear somebody talk from somewhere else.
Right.
Because that's crazy. Like we perceive
Oops,
that
oops,
as
oops, oops.
normal shit, but
God
that's not.
damn it, did I just fuck something up?
You know, it's the craziest shit I watched. It was like these taste test vids, and it will always be like the older generation, like immigrants that like came here versus like their grandkids or some shit that's been here, 2 generations or whatever. Talking about like authentic Mexican food or authentic Chinese food, authentic Jamaican food, whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah.
Every time it would go down to like the second generation, like they grandkids, they're like, nah, this isn't authentic. Like I can taste it. It tastes like shit. Nah, you wouldn't get this in this area. Like, nah, like this isn't the way it's supposed to be done. And every time you go to the older generation, the generation that like came here, they're like, yeah, this good. This is good. I like this. Okay, I fuck with it. It's like that separation, man. It's I mean, shit, man. That's just Americans. That I don't know if it's like trying to grab onto your culture or like trying to be snobby with it. But
It's that we deserve a belt type shit.
yeah,
'Cause niggas definitely see that in the martial arts world. Cause
oh man,
like you don't have this belt with this many colors and this many stripes and this many stars and shit, then you ain't shit in the Western world. But then when you go to the place of origin where the fucking thing at, and they see how you get down, they be like, oh yeah, you good. but
man,
then but then in the same breath and notion, back home and shit, these niggas want you to have all kinds of stripes and shit, but these be the same niggas that get their heads beat in by regular mofos on the street and shit. Uh, with they with that CJ Black Air Force energy and shit.
Not the Black Air Force energy.
Oh, now you want to talk.
Nigga
Now you want to talk.
that
We,
nigga,
up here,
Oh.
we back here talking real shit, and now you want to talk. Damn.
I hope you
Oh
watch
wait,
this
no,
nigga.
no,
Hey,
nigga,
nah, nigga,
no,
you
no.
sound like what did Rocket tell Group? Asleep for the danger, but awake for the money, nigga.
Yeah, no, wait, no. So wait, I just realized that my mic has been on mute this whole time.
You a
I hate
dumbass. You a
You
dummy.
wow,
I'm going to sleep. I'm done. Good night, y'all.
You's a dumb motherfucker.
Fuck off.
Agreed.
that is
Fuck. First off, fuck y'all, and second off, hey Mal. So where do I need to go? Because I'm just trying to do some simple Muay Thai training. I don't need to compete. I'm trying to get in shape while learning a martial art.
He's
Go
trying
to
to,
a gym.
yeah, just
just Google.
Just go to a random gym.
yeah, look for a gym and shit. I would say if you trying to learn some real authentic shit, just do fucking research on the place or the gym you going to. If you can't find they instructor, and like nigga, I literally did that for my teacher when I
Yeah.
first started. Like if you can't find any fucking thing of like proof of anything, don't fucking go there, bro.
Or better
And
yet,
then
if they teach in like they teach in
and
some
different
type of
arts.
Chinese or Japanese art, and they show you their license, and that
Fine.
shit ain't written in Chinese or Japanese, they a fraud. Fuck off, and tell them to fuck off and keep it pushing.
Run.
Also,
Yeah,
you
if
can
niggas,
also
and if niggas also too, beware of the mini patch god. I would say
The
'cause
who?
the mini patch god. These niggas, these instructors will have like 50 patches
30
on their
patches
geese
on
and
they
shit.
geese and
On their
shit.
geese and shit.
Yeah.
And those the type of niggas you need to stay away from, cause like those niggas don't be Then
Isn't the
they
niggas that gonna teach me shit that I get in a fight and I get my head stomped in?
Yeah.
right. Those are niggas that teach you how to like. Oh, I'm gonna teach you how to use your psychic abilities so you can knock niggas down without
Psychic
touching them.
abilities.
Yes, nigga. There's people out there like that,
I'm
bro.
dead, bro.
I mean, yeah, definitely Google if the school is like a larger school, see how spread across they are, because that'll happen. Like big enough schools, they'll have like a fucking school, different states. They'll have a school in like their home country, hometown and shit. Um, Also, just if Google if it sounds like you definitely want to do Muay Thai, but I would say just Google martial arts and see what you'd be interested in, because that's half of it. You gotta fucking like what the fuck you're doing.
Nah, I mean,
Muay Thai,
I've
you
been
gonna have to
researching for
start.
years, and Muay Thai is definitely what I want to get into. I
All
need
right,
the money,
if
but
you
two,
doing it, all right, if
That's
you doing
only-
it just to get in shape, then just go to an MMA gym.
Yeah. If you're doing it just to get in shape, that's different. If you
Man, that
like
shit gonna
really
cost.
want
Trying
to
to learn
learn
the
this shit,
martial arts and shit. If you trying to like delve into that shit, like real delve, like then you need to look at you need to do research then.
like if
Muay
you
Thai
trying to
gonna have
take
to sparring.
yeah, because if you trying to take a quick trip to Thailand,
Thailand.
then I would say if you thinking about taking a trip to Thailand and shit, then I would say dive deep and find you a good instructor and shit. If you just trying to get in shape and shit, just
If they don't know
join the
if they
MMA
don't,
gym.
yeah, if they don't know Mui Boran, then they on bullshit. That's
I
real.
don't Yeah, like
I mean,
MMA gym.
we got some homies that know Muay Thai and shit. So I mean, I can talk to some niggas and they can probably get some instructors and see if they know some niggas in your area where you live at and shit. They
We'll put a
probably
hold
name
on
off.
it right now, money tight, so it'd just be a waste of effort right now.
I mean, shit, man. You know, all gyms got like a day pass. Shit. I
That's
mean,
true too.
like it just depends how much they charge you. You probably looking at like 10, 20.
Yep.
If you could just you know, if you could just kind of map that out around your money, shit, you really just gotta go. Cause fucking martial arts is a fucking cardio day, bro. You can really do that like once, maybe twice a week, and just if you learn it, you can just do it at home. You know. So
Yeah.
Nigga, you better bootleg some motherfucking Total Fitness DVDs and shit. And call that shit a motherfucking day,
Bootleg.
nigga.
Like
you
Granddad.
can always find videos of like martial arts. Like, yeah, you shouldn't really do that. Like,
Yeah, you got to be careful
If
with
you
that
now,
shit.
if you trying to, if you trying to work out, that's fine.
But if you trying to
trying
lay
learn
hands
how
on a
to
nigga,
fight, you need to go there and learn.
if you
Yeah,
trying to lay
there's
hands on a nigga, don't do that shit.
Yeah,
There's a difference between working out and training. If you don't know that difference, then you probably gonna get your head stumped in. That's real.
yeah, because it's a total fucking difference. It's night and fucking day. Because you never gonna get like watching a video. You're never gonna know or get the feeling or the intent of some shit, not unless you physically like training and shit. There's a
Right,
difference
set it up.
between there's a difference between like using, videos and shit as like training material, but as like an added thing to you already training physically, at a class. The difference between that and the difference between these Naruto running niggas that like declare themselves as a master and shit by watching YouTube videos. It's a whole, yeah, it's two different fucking sides
That's what
of
I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to Naruto run in the ring, bro.
Please don't, nigga.
Hey Mal, 3 ways cutting.
You said what?
3 ways cutting.
Yeah, 3 ways cutting. Get the fuck out, nigga.
Yeah.
Had a fucking nigga from
That's an inside
another
joke.
school.
That's an inside joke. Don't worry about it. But nah,
Niggas good.
it's just a nigga who went on shit who we ain't never heard from again. Perfectly fine.
Like no, just nobody, just nobody.
He's nobody. He epitomizes nobody.
He popped up a while ago. I
I
forgot
don't
to
give
tell
a
you.
fuck. That nigga dead to me. He dead to you. He dead to
Ah,
me.
damn.
He dead. It's cool. We don't give a fuck, bro.
That's how you feel, bro.
That nigga will
It was
sound hurt.
funny because it was funny because that
Nah.
nigga was still on that same shit, and I was like, all right, nigga, you ain't learned shit.
Yeah, this nigga's just worthless, Joe. This motherfucker was cocky as shit. Didn't know a fucking thing, and just like I hated training with this nigga, Joe. Everybody hated training with this nigga, Joe.
Because he was one of those type of niggas that watch videos, declared himself as a Sifu / sensei.
Not self-proclaimed.
Yeah.
Came to y'all
Yeah.
school.
And then on top of that, no, because like he was at another school, right? So he was training at a.
Who the
at
fuck
a
y'all
kung
niggas was
fu
dealing with? Dragonfly Jones, nigga? What the fuck is y'all niggas?
basically, nigga.
The
So
fuck?
this nigga was at another school, right? And then he inquired about because he had heard like, oh, there's an ninjutsu school, whatever. So like this nigga was already making claims that he studied like ninjutsu back in like I don't know the 80s or some shit. Because like this dude is old. Um, so when he came to the fucking class and shit, and like this nigga was like all doing like his kung fu shit and all this other shit, and I'm like, this one weird ass motherfucker. So it was funny because like this nigga would like he knew some shit like far as like the names of shit and all this other shit, but physically doing the shit,
It was terrible, bro.
it was horrible.
It was fucking terrible.
Yeah, so like my nigga can tell you the definition of the Japanese word and where it came from and all this other shit, but
This
when it
nigga,
came
this,
down to
this,
execute
nigga,
shit,
this nigga was literally a weave.
yeah, he was.
If there was ever a definite, if there was ever if there was, like someone who's trying to be more Asian than Asians but can't really perform when it counted. That's literally the epitome of a weeb, nigga. He's a martial arts weeb.
Yeah,
This is
this
what
nigga is like his picture will be plastered in the dictionary, my nigga, next to that next to that definition.
It's the best thing about martial arts? It's the fact that nigga don't have to say shit. It's just nigga. He called. Like it's when motherfuckers doing moves and it looks simple as fuck. But you've been training just as much as them and you just know how the science of the move is so fucking difficult. And you just looking at it like this motherfucker clearly been training for like 5-10 years. Insane. I fucking love that part of it. Like you can talk all that shit, but like it always shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I fucking love is the niggas that do train for X amount of years and shit, and they can pull off shit no matter what the situation is. Cause you always have those what if niggas that come into like gyms and like martial arts schools and shit. Well, what if this person do this? Or what if this person do that? And like they able to like pull off or do anything. It's like, all right, I'm gonna resist you. It's like, all right, go ahead, motherfucker.
It's not even that. When you train long enough and motherfucker asks you what if, it's like, well, you'll move when you need to. That's basically that's basically the easiest shit. Like, because if you get into some shit and you've been training, you would just move and react, and then like that shit will fuck you up because you didn't think about it. That's the coldest shit. Because trust me, like I've been there. Mal's definitely been there and shit.
Oh, yeah,
In
my
that
nigga.
position where like you just like you damn near kill somebody just because they came at you the wrong way and
I
they didn't
can't
even
tell you.
mean to.
I can't
Shit.
tell you how many times that shit happened to me.
Yeah.
Where I was like, oh, thank God I didn't kill this nigga. Like, yeah, like literally checking the nigga, like, oh yeah, he's still breathing. Ooh, shit. That was almost 10 to 20 years.
No, in all fairness, those mapping niggas would have deserved it, but it is what it is.
Nah, I ain't even talking about,
Oh,
I'm talking about like shit that just happened, like popped off and shit. Like, my nigga, like, well, I'll give you one example. One nigga, like, where we used to, well, I used to live at, down the street off of, what the fuck is that? Near Broadway, but further down or whatever. There's like this rough ass gas station, right?
Oh yeah, you told me this story.
Yeah. So one day I went to go like, uh, this was like after work day or some shit, and I was heading somewhere, and so I was dressed like preppy and shit, and like, uh, and
Yeah, now I need to
I,
shoot
I
some
was
shit.
I was getting out the car, filling up the gas and shit, and then this like weird, sketchy motherfucker was like, "Hey, I'll pump you gas and all this other shit," and he was like in front bumper of my car and shit, and he was like coming all the way around to the back end where the trunk is. So like he was like talking each time, and he was asking me shit, and I was like, "Nah, I'm good," and he's like, let me get $5. I was like, nah, I'm good, homie. Still fucking talking. And this nigga get midway, like, where the um back door of like the driver's side or whatever, and he still like ask shit, and I'm like looking at him like, nah, bro, I'm fucking good. And then this nigga said, before he finished his line, he was like, nah, he's looking left and he was looking right. He's like, nah, motherfucker, you ain't good. This nigga go to reach in his jacket. By the time he reached in his jacket, I had this nigga on the floor, and I still had my hand on the gas, like pumping the gas and shit. Like I literally flipped this nigga on his ass, and I still had the. I don't even remember what the fuck happened. Like I didn't process all this shit until I got into the fucking car. So like this nigga was literally on the ground. Like I had literally like he was trying to pull out something, and I wasn't trying to sit there and figure out what the fuck he was trying to pull out. So like I stopped him from pulling it out, and then I found out it was a fucking knife. So when I knocked his ass on his head, the fucking knife, of course, slid out and shit. And then like this motherfucker like had this like oh shit like scared look, got the fuck up and ran off and shit. And he was like looking back the whole fucking time, and I'm sitting there still pumping gas and shit. And then like after I was pumping gas, I was like, then everything started to hit me when I got in the car. I was like, damn, this nigga tried to stab me.
Nigga, you should have ran after him, bleed his ass.
No?
No, I was like,
No, it was
yeah,
over
I
with already.
think it was- you said what?
I said it was over with already. Ain't no point in chasing his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was over with already. He already knocked him on his head.
He
like,
ran. He
yeah,
ran. He clearly
got up
didn't
and
want.
ran.
He wasn't ready for the smoke, so he ran. So fuck that.
It was so funny because like
See, Mal was in actual danger. I almost killed a cosplayer. That's different. Like, just yeah.
yeah. I mean, like, Will, don't get me wrong. Like, I do have times where I got to turn this shit off too, because I remember once where I was starting my job working at the airport, and I had to get fingerprinting and shit. And this fucking lady, she was fingerprinting my hand and shit, and she was like talking to shit, and then she got rough with my hand and shit. Tell me why, like, nigga, I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't looking at her or nothing. Tell me why I had her arm in a wrist lock, my nigga. And I had to let that shit go before she even noticed, bro. Like, I almost fucked that shit up because, like, she grabbed my hand, like, aggressively, and my body just did it, like, itself and shit. And I was like, oh, shit. When I realized what I was doing, I was like, oh, shit, let me let go. Because, like, this bitch grabbed me the wrong way, and my body was like, "Oh shit, somebody attacking us!" Like, get this bitch.
That's hilarious.
Hey man, when you training for a long fucking time, bro, that's the one thing. Like in class, you be feeling frustrated as fuck when you can't do shit, but that shit be coming out when you need it, bro.
John White says that shit happens to him. Like, he be on a train and somebody like bumps into him or taps on the shoulder, and he just like straight up just kicks them or punches the shit out of them. Like, it's not even, he don't even recognize he did it until it's too late. He like, oh fuck, did it again. God, just
Man, that shit. Hey,
imagine.
man, that should be weird. I remember when
I
like
just beat niggas' ass.
I remember when niggas was doing like we was doing training sessions so fucking hard for like a whole full couple of months and shit. Nigga, I was sleep fighting. I can't tell you how many times I was like fucking Jasmine up in my sleep.
It's hilarious.
This nigga.
She was like,
I'm
she
still
told me,
recording,
she's like,
Malcolm. I'm still recording.
yeah, I know. No,
No
no,
fucks given.
no, it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it was-
like,
it
yeah,
was
nigga,
funny.
I beat
She
my
was like,
wife. Who you? I was gonna go, "Who I got you?" That's what I'm hearing from this, bro.
Don't admit to everything, nigga.
I wouldn't be nothing physically. Like, no, we was like,
Nigga, stop.
and I was like sleep fighting and shit. It was funny because like I was training so fucking much that niggas was like fighting in their dreams and shit. Like
Oh,
like
Lord.
so like that shit is hilarious to me, bro. Like when you do shit so fucking hard that you think about that shit even like after a while. Cause I remember
That
her.
nigga roundhouse kicked me in my face.
No, he was like pushing me at my side. She's like, your ass gonna have to sleep on the couch every time you come from training and shit. I'm like, all right.
Should have told her ass. I was trying to tell you ass to move. That's all that was.
It was funny because she was saying like some nights like I was like talking, so like
oh, no, not talking.
This nigga
Yeah,
was saying
so-
hi eye in his
Niggas
sleep
are
and shit.
feeling bank codes and shit at night. The bank code is 232456.
nah, not like that. Like nigga, I was like I don't know what she said. The fuck I said. I
This
said
nigga was
something.
saying. This nigga was
and
saying hi eye in his sleep and shit, bro.
she was like she heard like she was like she heard me say rush me if you want to or some shit, and then that's like the side or some shit.
Niggas having Jackie Chan adventures in his dream.
Hey man, it be like that, bro. Hey, hey, shit, it be like that, cause it's funny though, cause like that shit is common too, cause like if you ask other motherfuckers, like they've had moments like that, cause like my instructor, he was telling me he had some moments like that. He fucked his mom up.
Damn.
Damn.
He fell asleep. He said he fell asleep on a like one of those reclining couch, like like the one you got, CJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like he was sleeping it, right? And his mom like had came in or whatever, and like I guess he had something in his hand. She had picked it up and then like put it next to him, and then she was like kind of tapping him, and before he knew it, he had he literally tossed her ass, and she literally fell on her ass. So he literally threw her ass
Goddamn.
in his sleep, bro.
Damn.
Like in the chair, like he was in the chair.
Yeeted
and he
her
like-
ass. Yeet.
Yeah, he literally, and she literally landed on her back. And when she screamed, he woke
Goddamn.
up and he realized what happened.
Mom was whooping his ass with a broom afterwards.
That's what she's like. You remember all them nights you told me stay the fuck out your kitchen?
No good.
Yeah, but yeah, it's funny though, cause he was saying after that she was like she don't approach him while he's sleeping no more
I bet you don't.
after that situation.
Some niggas need a whole lot of leave alone. He one of them just like let him sleep.
I bet you
Unless
fucking
wanna be
don't.
on the, unless you wanna be on the floor.
Yep, it's time to eat, and I'm gonna let him sleep.
He'll get the, he just had to eat the food cold. Fuck that.
You know what, baby? He been real tired lately. I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm gonna leave him be.
A child needs his rest. Goddamn.
I mean,
Fuck that. I'm not touching that nigga no more. Yo, CJ, Prince,
Yo,
What's up?
I got Apex working again, so we got to go back on and just start
nigga,
running.
eat
it and
a
say it
dick.
again.
I'm not playing the game with you no goddamn more. Made me buy For Honor, nigga, and your whole ass ain't even play it with me. Fuck you, nigga. Suck a dick.
What are you talking about, nigga?
I bought For Honor, nigga. You forgot that we had a whole conversation about that bitch?
I did, nigga. We can do it now.
No, eat a dick, nigga.
No, fuck you, nigga.
Hey, pull up then.
No,
My
fuck
man
that
hurt.
nigga.
He is.
Yeah, I spent
don't
money,
blame him.
bitch.
I be hating when that shit
I
happens.
spent money, bitch, because you told me to. Yeah, I'm hurt, nigga.
Nigga, I got it working. We can do this, bro. I promise.
Eat
Anytime, bro. Anytime.
Eat a dick. You motherfucker.
Funny as hell.
This nigga feeling hurt.
Speaking of feeling hurt, any conclusions with that what's your name shit?
What?
What's that nigga name?
What?
Will's-
Heavenly in Long Beach?
I don't know
Yeah.
about that shit. Fuck them
Long
niggas.
Beach made an apology, which was, I mean, fuck
Why?
you.
Yeah, I posted that shit. That shit was yeah, that shit was trash.
Oh, that's for the $5. I can't.
All that was my sponsor said I need to apologize, so I'm making an apology.
Pretty much.
I'm losing all my I'm losing all my sponsors.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Apology
Yeah,
shit.
cause he took down that video that fucked up skit
You
I
sure
bet
did.
like a day before. Cause I was about to say some shit, but I kind of left it alone. I'm like, I kind of don't want to keep talking about this nigga.
Nah,
Fucking
I was just
Yeah.
wondering because niggas was treating us at Heavenly Controller on fucking TikTok. They was like, nigga, you think TikTok niggas don't got Twitter?
Wait, I didn't see this.
Yeah, because he made a fresh video, like 2 videos or whatever. Like nothing fucking happened, and like niggas in the comments was like getting his ass. They was like, nigga, we got Twitter. We don't fuck with you there either. Oh damn. It's like niggas think TikTok niggas don't know what the fuck going
It's
on.
the exact opposite in Prince clips because all them Long Beach niggas came defending Long Beach real
Nah,
quick.
it wasn't all them niggas. It was just like his most toxic elements, nigga. Want to defend this nigga, Joe. It's all his simps. That's who came to the fucking comment section.
Niggas
All
died,
them fucking
niggas
simps.
down the hill.
Yeah. When
Yeah,
his ass ain't even down the hill. His ass left the hill.
Right. He left their ass standing right
Yeah.
there by themselves.
The Griffin
That hill
squad.
quick.
Yeah, Griffey ain't fucking with Heavenly no more. So, yeah, he was like, man, I shouldn't have gotten involved with some. Yeah, you shouldn't
Yeah,
have,
you
nigga.
should kept your
'Cause you
motherfucking mouth
like,
shut.
this nigga was literally in the clear. He
You
could
should
have just
kept your mouth
he could have just left shit alone and see how shit played out. Nah, nigga, had to go out there, make that fucked up skit,
shut.
and then like and be surprised that niggas didn't take it that
Yo,
didn't take it
I
well,
was
bro.
like,
What can I
nigga,
do to
you way
support
out of
my
pocket
nigga?
on this one.
He's like, man, what can I do to support my nigga? To let niggas know that I really support my nigga. Let's make a skit.
Yeah, no, you know what? Like the only thing, like I was telling him earlier, the only thing that proved like to me, like throughout this
Okay,
whole
only
experience, is that YouTube clips is the truth. Cause I was getting so much traction off of making clips of like the last episode and shit. Cause those are the videos that them niggas were commenting on. So I'm like, oh,
Everybody, yeah,
yeah, I was getting a couple hundred. I was getting a couple hundred to like what, a couple thousand views on each one of on some of those clips and shit. So I'm like, okay, so I need to make more clips. That's all that I learned from this. Like and the fact that Griffey has a bunch of simps in his fucking community, because they didn't argue any of the points. They were just trying to argue. They were just trying to defend this nigga. Like not they're like, yo, you just like you clout chasing or like ratio nigga. Like really, nigga, really.
What the fuck? What the
Like,
fuck is a
bro,
ratio,
nigga.
nigga? The
Like,
fuck is that?
nigga.
Yeah, like really, nigga. I didn't even bother responding to this shit because I'm like, yo, y'all niggas really ain't trash. And so yeah, I like I said, though, they gotten awfully quiet as of late because
Yeah, cause they so called leader done.
because Griffey walked that shit back.
He showed up.
yeah, I knew it was really over for that nigga when he deleted his Twitter.
Cause when
Well,
I saw
He didn't
them,
delete it; it got suspended.
Oh, he got suspended that day.
Yeah, it got suspended because that's where he put that note up at, that
Oh.
apology note.
Oh shit.
but yeah, but nigga, when I saw some of these conventions are already coming up, like yeah, we don't condone none of that shit and dropping heavily and all them. I was like, yep.
Yeah,
them apology letters about to come quick.
DreamCon and RDC definitely don't fuck with them
He
niggas.
definitely
So
did that.
Nah,
Yeah,
they assed out now.
yeah, because they was like, let me make this shit real clear. Them niggas dumped the fucking letter. Like, we don't associate. We don't do none of this shit with these niggas.
I don't want to skate with you. I don't want to kick it with you.
That's what
Yo,
you gotta
he
do
hit him
sometimes with
that T.I.
niggas.
shit.
What's that? Y'all remember Boondocks with Barack Obama? He's like, in other words, fuck that nigga.
You're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was definitely that moment with the
Another word. Fuck
I
him.
denounce and what's the nigga Obama say? I denounce and I just literally added him on what do you say? He's like, I literally just add him on my social media. I do that for everybody. So I denounce him, and long story short, fuck him.
Yeah, shit. That's definitely what happened there. But heavily got is that's the one thing I hate. Not that I hate. It's the one thing about fucking influencers, yo. They still got their audience. The audience, like the core audience, is gonna still ride with them regardless, nigga. So
Crazy, bro.
unless that nigga get banned off of platforms, it is what it is. But I mean, he had to lawyer up. So unless old girl was gonna go forward with charges and shit, though, then like this probably ain't the last we heard of it, because or unless she could go forward with charges, because police they tend to be, they've proven that they not really something needs to happen, like something really drastic needs to fucking happen. Like niggas need to get caught in the act for them niggas to actually do some shit. So her making these claims and shit, they may not do anything about it. They may say that they can't do anything about it. So this may be the end of it, or it may not. We really don't fucking know. Nah, but when Buddy ex-girlfriend came out, like, yeah, I came out and said, like, yeah, I was one of you. I'm like, oh shit, so that's why they broke up. Cause his ex is a cosplayer I follow. So like they were like they were all hugged up for like they were all hugged up because they announced they were dating. Then like I felt like it was like I don't know, about 6 months later, Joe, you just stopped seeing them together, and like no one said anything until this shit came out. So it was like, oh, so that's what happened. So Heavenly was always fucking weird though, bro.
I
nigga
I
was-
don't know
I
nothing
knew
about him
this
other than
nigga
you.
until I came to your house, bro, when you was watching him that day. I was like, who the fuck is this nigga? Cause like I've never seen him or nothing. Like
this was back when like his content was like this nigga's content shifted hard over like the last year and a half, and cause he started doing this whole I don't know this whole fuckboy shtick. I don't know what it was, cause he started saying wild. He was always saying wild shit on Twitter, but it was like you kind of just brushed it off because it was like far and few in between. And so like it got to the point where he was like saying shit like, yeah, man, the people fuck with me because I'm a narcissist or some shit. It was some weird shit. And I'm like, fuck is wrong with this nigga, Joe? What's up? What's up? This nigga's totally fucking different. This nigga's basically turned himself into a fuckboy and shit. And bro, I don't know.
It's your man's, man. It's your
The
man's.
signs were there. And I'm like, well,
That's your man's, Will.
nah, it ain't. It ain't. You can't prove that. The video's gone.
you say you can't do it, Will. Just because you had it don't mean it's gone, Will.
Nah, but it was just like, nah, because it's like, it's one of those things. Is like, yo, who is like maybe it's like some sort of like persona, and like when I met the dude, he seemed chill. It's like is it like just like an on camera persona or some shit? Because that's usually how YouTubers be like how they are on camera is usually different with how they are in real life. So it's kind of like, so you kind of like, okay, maybe this nigga's just like doing it for the gram or whatever. Fine, fuck it. Then this shit happens. I'm like, oh, so this nigga was really on dirt. Unsubscribe and move on with my day, cause shit, it is what it is.
I thought you were supposed to support your friends, Will.
No, nigga, they ain't my friend. That nigga barely, that nigga's not even an acquaintance.
So that is your blood brother. What are you talking about?
That is your
Damn.
that man is your equal.
Now, Bryce, you shut the fuck up. I say that from the chest. All right, I say that with my whole chest. Shut the fuck up.
That man is
Nigga,
your
don't.
that man is your equal, Will.
Goddamn oath of brotherhood. Y'all would not
Alright.
go on the same day.
I'ma mute this nigga.
Y'all formed a
Y'all-
bond.
All right, I muted Bryce. Fuck him. Anyway, so anyway, nah, but that shit was weird. That shit was weird, but it was kind of like, oh well, stop fucking with him. Stop fucking with Griffey too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
mean,
just
Griffey-
unsubscribed the other day.
Yeah, Griffey has always been weird and shit. And now I always like, I don't know
Yeah,
about.
but Griffey was always like he was saying wild shit, but it was always like some sort of commentary behind it though. That's the thing. Like if he made like some fucked up skit or some shit, there was always like some sort of like meaning behind that shit. The skit that he made that he took down, that there was no meaning behind that. That nigga, that shit was some reactionary shit that just served nobody.
I missed
The
it.
shit was just-
I gotta find it somewhere.
I'm pretty sure you can, because once on the internet, always on the internet.
Oh,
But
cool.
all that
Nigga, yeah, the shit is there forever.
Forever,
Always,
forever.
my nigga.
Of course.
yeah, but no, that shit was like, it was like the skit wasn't even funny. It's kind of like this nigga was clearly making this shit to try to defend his homie, and I'm like,
Bro, like I
Ain't
said,
it?
Griffey always makes off the wall shit, but that clip, that skit, I was like, "Whew, boy,
what the fuck is this, Joe?
and I was like, boy, I was like, take this down immediately, right now, bro.
honestly, bro.
That's like if somebody made if somebody made a movie to defend Weinstein, nigga. That's how cringe it was, bro.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
Yo,
fucked
FB
up.
Prime, yeah, the E Cloud be crazy. They do be crazy.
yeah.
Bro, what
That
the
shit-
fuck?
It was a hard ass time for me to finish that shit too. I was like, oh man, this nigga's stupid.
Yeah, I never saw it. I missed it. I missed my chance.
They
it was
all stupid.
It was
Had
in
they
our
just-
Discord. I think one of these niggas threw it in there, but
If it was
might
the
not
link,
even
if
be
it's the link, it
active
ain't
no
that
more.
Yeah, if he deleted if the link's deleted, then
Yeah.
there's no way to
Nah,
get back to it.
nigga, trust me. Someone got it
Yeah,
somewhere.
somebody snipped that
No,
shit.
it's just not on. Well, it's yeah.
Yeah.
You just have to get to it somewhere else because that link is dead most likely. But still,
Yeah, those sponsors came through probably like, sir, I'm gonna need
The
you
fuck? Nah, they was like, yeah, so we decided to go in another direction.
to.
Said that
Oh
shit
yeah,
real quick.
speaking in another direction, Bryce, I know you happy with your OnlyFans, bro, because they did the
Oh
the
man,
same shit. They retracted they fucking statement.
Because
They
they
just
realize they
said
gonna be like
OnlyFans, it was
Tumblr, bro. They gonna be like
Yeah, listen.
Tumblr.
exactly. They knew what the fuck was up. It's a victory. It's a
so-
no,
victory.
because
Oh.
yeah, niggas were leaving the platform in droves, canceling fucking subscriptions and shit. They left in droves, nigga. They apparently it was like at its peak, it was like 5,000 an hour. 5,000 people just canceling shit per hour and
Yeah,
leaving.
They saw how
And-
much money was going down the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
And
like,
they're like, never mind. We don't know what we were doing.
what was crazy though,
Oh,
before
no.
that announcement, they had announced that they was making another platform for other, like, what was it called? It was like
Nigga, the fact that that motherfucker
Oh,
said they gonna leave that shit up to the
OF.
banks is wild.
OF,
It's gonna be OFTV.
yeah, OFTV. And the OFTV was supposed to be for content creators, and they was supposed to, like, to kind of differentiate between like the sex workers and then like content creators that's trying to use it as like basically a fucking Patreon and shit. And it was funny because it was like niggas was like, wait, you guys announced this shit. What happened to this shit? Now you telling motherfuckers that's doing sex work that they gotta get the fuck out of here, even though 100% of your earnings came
It's
from
through,
you.
it's through that, bro.
It's through that, bro, and like everybody knows you as as an X-rated, like the basically an X-rated site. You can't change your
You can't
fucking
do shit like this, bro.
yeah,
That damage is that damage is done because
Hold on, wait.
most of the bigger.
making all the
Hold up,
money.
wait a minute, y'all. Hold up, wait a minute.
Wait, go ahead.
Someone in my chat just said, "Isn't Soldier Boy trying to make a new version of OnlyFans?" I have not heard anything about this.
No, but
And
Tiger
Tiger.
is. Tiger is.
That's right.
But
Tiger?
yeah.
Oh
but,
my God.
what I'm about to say. No, but like the damage is already done because most of those sex workers already moved, already planning on move to like what was this place? What's this shit called? Fansly or some shit?
They'll be back.
Which is like a OnlyFans alternative. They've already been making those moves. So yeah, because OnlyFans fucked around too much with like niggas' money and shit.
And wherever
And
the
they ta-
wherever
and
the
they
hoes
cut-
go, the niggas will. It's that simple.
What's up?
Wherever the hoes go, the niggas will.
Yeah,
Damn right.
It's that simple.
Goddamn right.
niggas will follow.
Build
Yeah.
it, they will come.
If we
Exactly,
can build it,
man.
and they will come.
Exactly.
Hey, Prime, it's not. It wasn't Soldier Boy. It's Tiger. It's trying to build a different version of OnlyFans.
Yeah, that shit.
That shit funny.
That shit was funny
That
to me
shit-
when I heard that shit, and they basically they recanted that same day. They sent like a notice out, and then like this week they sent another one out saying that, oh, we totally respect our sex worker.
Yeah, they tried to renege.
don't-
ASAP.
Yeah, like we know y'all the ones. that built
We
this
love our
platform.
hoes. That's pretty much what they said. They said we love our hoes. Don't ever get it wrong.
Oh,
Don't ever get it twisted. We love our hoes.
Yo, what was it? It reminded me of that scene. For some reason, it reminds me of that scene in the office where they he's like this. Have you lost your mind? Cause I help you find it.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, he's like, Stanley yelled at me today. It was the most terrifying thing in my life.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
In this case, my hoes yelled at me today. They said they were gonna leave me. I didn't want them to leave me.
Nah, the hoes did leave. That's the
exactly
problem.
what they
And
said.
you know what? And these hoes ain't stupid. Now they gonna start their own fucking websites. Gonna do all that. And I mean hoes
Wow.
as respectful as possible. These beautiful.
That's what I was waiting for. I mean,
Provided
that in a
it's not
respectful way.
This nigga Bryce. Yeah, that's one thing I would say. I was like, I was like, man, somebody need to get these motherfucking ideas of like seeing how much it is for them to just have a nigga like build them a app and a website and they good. They don't need OnlyFans anymore. And they can keep 100% of their fucking earnings and shit.
Yeah, but
Like,
then you got to worry about
motherfuckers need to
promotion.
think.
Not even that. They
Right.
just need
Yeah, they
their
will.
own.
Bro,
just
yeah,
need-
they will follow, bro. Bro.
Not only that, they just need it's not even that. They just need their own paid website.
Yeah, that's
Specifically
what
for
I'm
this
talking
shit.
about.
Bro,
And
if
a
you gonna
lot of
be
them,
here, at
and a
least
lot
say
of them
what's up
making
on
one.
camera,
A
man.
lot of them are making one already, so it don't even matter. So
Yeah, and it's fucking bullshit because like OnlyFans kept using that all this the banking and all this other shit default. They don't want to like
You know, like being
uh,
on camera.
they don't want their money to or they don't want to
Well, no,
deal
the
with
whole
all-
the banking. No, allegedly whole banking thing was real. It's just that the
Yeah, that's-
OnlyFans went
it
about
is to a
well,
certain
only
Yeah, that's
they-
what happened to Pornhub.
it's that OnlyFans
Actually-
went about it in like a most fucked up way possible because there was no communication between them and their creators. That's
Right.
why niggas are bent out of shape. And that's why there's no trust there. It's
Now-
not because the problems that they listed didn't exist. It's the fact that there was no transparency that this was potentially a problem, so on and so forth. So that's and
Now
they haven't done anything to build trust with these motherfuckers. Yeah,
Panther.
so
yeah, not
No,
not
Sakuna's
only
far
that
from a
too,
Panther.
but like because I was listening to one of the podcasts they had one of the girls from OnlyFans on there. She was explaining that what they saying is bullshit with the banking shit because like there are certain like bankings that like
Protein.
that that they get that like motherfuckers can do transactions and shit from and it's the same motherfuckers like the same motherfucking ones that they use for rating sites and these same banks that they claim and that don't like any transactions from that are doing transactions from these X-rated sites. So they was like it's kind of like it's just bullshit and they just got caught with their fucking pants down and shit. And now niggas is spanking their ass. They don't like that shit.
Hey, where niggas is getting spanked and they don't like that shit.
I'm muting Bryce again. I'm done. I'm
What
muting
did I
this nigga.
say? What did I say?
You said plenty.
Niggas.
Nigga said you put this in political.
Niggas.
Don't need to talk no more.
Yo, so Bryce, you know that means we can still do the thing for Prince. We can still set Prince up with his OnlyFans, bro.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
I'm muting you
There's
too,
still
nigga.
hope, bro. There's still hope.
Y'all had to bring this shit up again.
I muted them both. Fuck them.
You niggas.
Keep bringing
Yo,
up and keep bringing up that bullshit.
I don't know why Prince be hating, bro. I don't know why.
I don't think he
It's-
hating. I
we
just
tried,
think he
man.
doesn't want to
He
do
gonna
it.
come around. He gonna come around.
And make a session with friends called Side Boob Hour.
Wow.
Hey, this
All
remind
right,
me,
you
Mr.
know what?
Fox.
Wow.
You gotta
I'm
order
out.
that glitter
I'm
Mama
out.
King.
Y'all niggas, all y'all niggas can eat a dick. I'm out.
I ain't even saying shit. I'm chilling.
Tired of this shit.
I'm just sitting there watching the abuse happen. What did I do? The fuck did I do?
Oh my god. Oh my god. He's on
Yeah,
X
man.
Games mode.
Yeah,
I need to
we gonna
figure
be
out.
back to get that Mama
I
King.
need to figure out why Psychonauts and fucking
No,
Hades isn't
you and
playing.
Bryce need to hurry up so we can do this collab that I'm gonna
Definitely.
force you to do. Oh my god.
I just want to get everybody shit demonetized.
Well, I mean, I don't keep my shit on YouTube, so I don't care.
That's fine. Then call me Big Dick Johnny. Follow me
This nigga here.
at bootybustgalore.com.
This nigga
Uh,
here.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck just happened to my stream. My shit
Follow
just cut
me
out.
at Mr. Monokini. My website is Little Girth at littlegirth.org. And yeah,
I'm over this shit. I'll
I'm
holler at y'all
dead.
later.
Little Girth,
Peace.
Big Earth.
yeah.
You sound like a
Y'all
hater,
niggas-
Will. Yeah, Will a hater.
He left. Y'all niggas hell. All right, y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all later.
All right. I'm gonna get some extra my stream because the motherfucker closed on my bitch ass.
Yep.
All right. Hope y'all enjoyed the Strange Red Ass podcast. We out, man.